Hi again, hope your day is going well. We're talking today about appetite correction. Now, some people aren't familiar with the term of appetite correction, so we'll get into that. But what I want to first start with is the concept of the problem that we're dealing with. Now, the human body is a survival machine. It survived hundreds of thousands of years in all sorts of environments, and our brain power allows us to adapt to environments that it wasn't really ever intended for, like space, zero gravity. Astronauts have survived over a year in that sort of condition and gone to the depths of the ocean as well. So brain power enables us to survive, but our bodies are key in providing the flexible sort of stuff that enables that kind of survival. So, number one, human body is a survival machine. Now, if you take an animal of any sort, particularly one that's high performance as a survival machine, but imagine for right now just a racehorse. You take a racehorse and plunk it down in the middle of a feedlot where it's got no room to move. It has nothing to do but eat. No races to run, no space to run. All it does from then on is eat. What would you think would happen to that racehorse? I think that racehorse would probably start getting sick and would probably start gaining weight. Now, what if instead of providing that racehorse with hay, you replaced its hay with foods that were especially designed so that the racehorse would eat more of it, and that they were packed with energy. And so the racehorse starts to eat more and more, and what happens to the racehorse? The racehorse gets fat, the racehorse starts to get sick, and the racehorse can't do anything about it. And you look at the racehorse and you think, that's not a racehorse, that's a sick horse. But is the horse really the problem here? No, the problem is the environment that the horse has been plunked into. And so if you look at humans, overweight humans are not where the problem is. They have been plunked into this culture of a feedlot where the foods are specifically designed to be more appealing to them, so they eat more of them, and in a culture where there's not the activity that they need to balance that out. They don't get to run and hunt and gather anymore. And so the problem is not in the human body, it's the culture. And we've got to stop trying to treat the problem with drugs and surgeries aimed at the human body, because the human body isn't the problem. So what appetite correction does is attempt to insulate the human survival machine from the culture that's making it sick. And the best way so far that anyone I know of has found to do that is to lengthen the interval between meals. And that started out as my Fast 5 tool back in 2005 after I'd experimented with it myself and found out how powerful a tool it is. And that serves to insulate the human body from the excess food intake that our culture keeps pushing at us like a feedlot. And once that happens, once we get that space between the human body survival machine and culture, the appetite center that's in our brains can start to work again like it does for every other animal on the planet that's not human fed and is not sitting in a feedlot. They don't get overweight. And so the powerful tool of extending that interval with starting out at 19 hours of interval between meals is a good place to start, and then you can tweak that however you like it. But once you discover appetite correction, you realize that the human body's doing just fine. It may be overweight, but once it starts working, it is that survival machine, and it too can be working for you. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a great day.